Right, today is an awesome day because you can get 20% off the Insta360 GO Ultra with a link down below, or you can get free sticky tabs, which are fantastic with the brand new Insta360 GO Ultra. I don't know if you can hear this, but I am talking via the DJI Mic Mini on the Insta360 GO Ultra. Yes, you can use DJI wireless audio as well as using the Insta360 Mic Air. Let's carry on with the film.
Today we're talking about a brand new camera from Insta360 from the Go series, the Insta360 GO Ultra. And it's right here. You can have it in horizontal, you can spin it around so it's in vertical. It's pretty amazing because, believe it or not, the sensor in here is bigger than the sensor in the Ace Pro 2. It's got pure video as well. Yeah, it's a low light monster. This tiny little thing here, which isn't meant to replace the Insta360 GO Ultra, but it's meant to be like right next to it. I mean, they're meant to coexist. It's not an upgrade. It's a different camera altogether. It's not the Insta360 GO 4. It's the Insta360 GO Ultra. It is the Ultra camera. And it's basically like if the Insta360 Ace Pro 2 and the Insta360 GO 3S had sex and had a baby.
Oh, yeah.
That might be a weird visual, but what comes out is this. Something that has a flip screen, a large flip screen, like the Ace Pro 2. It has a sensor larger than the Ace Pro 2. You can take it out, much like you can take out the GO 3S. Now, it's slightly thinner than the GO 3S. It's slightly shorter than the GO 3S, but it's fatter than the GO 3S. The price for this, I have no idea, but I'm going to put it up here if I do get the price earlier. The price is probably right up here. And I got to tell you, I've been using this, and the GO 3S, and I'm not going to lie, the DJI Action 2 are two of my favorite cameras ever in the world. I love just the size, and I love that you can stick them anywhere. Now, as for the image, obviously, 4K 60. It hasn't got 8K like the Ace Pro 2. I'm guessing because it's so tiny, it might overheat with 8K, but I don't think anybody actually uses the 8K in the Ace Pro 2. So 4K 60, I think that's really, really good. We have 156 degree field of view. This was, I think, 150. So we have a little bit wider for you action freaks out there. Get it on, on the POV, mountain biking down a hill. We do have a nice wider view. We now have an ambient light sensor. So that's meant to kind of be flickerless. It's flicker free, anti-flicker. So you're not going to get flickering in the lights because of the ambient light sensor. And we also have active HDR in this as well, which is nice. If you want to use active HDR, you can do with the GO Ultra. We have flow state and horizon lock 360. So if you're one of the FPV pilots out there, we do have horizon lock 360. So it's going to keep that horizon straight no matter how much you're flipping this upside down, leftwards, timble twamming, gimbal jamming. It's going to keep the horizon straight. So it's a cool thing for FPV pilots, right? And we have pure video. Yeah, pure video in the Go series. I mean, I love pure video in the X5. I love pure video in the Ace Pro. Now that it's in here, it really does make this camera usable all day in all scenarios, because that's one thing, two things: lack of an SD card and the poor quality in low light with the GO 3S has all been improved with the Ultra. So now we have pure video in this little thing, and I love that Insta360 are including it in all their latest cameras. So the sun has just gone down, and we are on the Insta360 GO Ultra. We're walking through off, so let's have a look at some nice lights. Let's have a look at what it looks like here. Looks pretty funky. Flamingos are back, but it's a lot quieter this year. And this is what everything looks like, right? It's all lit up. And I do have the blur reduction off. So if you see any kind of crazy blur going on, then that's why. If you turn on the blur reduction, apparently it's good for running with a pendant. or with a cat clip, the hat clip. But yeah, basically this is what it looks like. So if we go through off, see all the colors are pretty cool. And the sky still has a little bit of blue in it. Mind you, in my eyes, it's way darker than I can see on the camera. So we're just gonna walk through here because this place is fantastic for walking through on the low light tests. And yeah, so what does it look like? I've heard that it's really good. I mean, the sensor is a little bit bigger than the Ace Pro 2, and the Ace Pro 2 was already, let's be honest, one of the very best when it comes to low light. So yeah, I know we're gonna go down here and we're gonna quickly have a look at the street on the side. Here once again we have the building. We have some pretty bright lights here, but here we've got a few buildings, color. There's the sky with a tiny bit of blue still in it. Some palm trees and which madness. And yeah, this is how everything looks like down here. And I'm sure you guys have seen all of this in my previous videos. But yeah, it's looking good. I mean, the preview screen always looks a little bit, you know, a little bit odd before Insta360 does its crazy AI stuff. But generally, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving how the Insta360 GO Ultra is now a camera I can use in every single situation, and I don't have to worry about it, because with the Go 3S, let's be honest, nighttime was so. The Ace Pro 2 nighttime, fantastic. This looks even better. We gotta say how it is. It looks even better than the Ace Pro 2, which is pretty amazing considering its size. We also have the 2x zoom, because, you know, we can 2x zoom now in this, and it's apparently almost lossless. And we have portrait mode. So if you want to look pretty, if you're an Instagrammer who maybe doesn't have the best skin, or you want to have your face look a little bit better, you know, whatever. This now has portrait mode, so you can, you know, look at yourself and your skin can look a lot sexier. I mean, you're gonna look beautiful with portrait mode. I'm a guy, I don't know if maybe I need it. You know, I'm getting on, I'm 44. It could come in handy in the next few years when those wrinkles start to set in. I did miss having an SD card in here, you know, I really missed that. But that's something they fixed. There's something that they've upgraded. There's something they did different with the Ultra, because on the actual camera, you have a micro SD card, so you can put it in, pull it out, and you know, it's got all the features, everything you can imagine. So it's got the photo button. So if you're there and you want to press it, it's got the video button. So for example, I've got one for photo. And if I press it twice, so I press it twice here, it's going to start recording. And then you can see me right here. Hello, everybody. How you doing? And you can see you guys right there. And you can see my, you know, my script. You're not meant to see that, but you can see basically everything. And if I press it again, it stops recording. It's like the Go 3S, but it's also like the Ace Pro 2. Now it comes in at 53 grams, whereas the Go 3S is 39 grams. It's not a massive difference. It's very, very light. The actual size of the sensor is a 1/1.28 inch. Which is slightly larger than the 1/1.23 inch on the Go 3S, and larger than the Ace Pro 2, because I think that is a 1/1.3 inch. We have a square body, so it's square, it's thin, it's easy to use. When you put it back in, it does start charging, which is really, really nice. It's magnetic, so basically you can stick it to stuff. This thing is magnetic, and it works magnetically with the pod itself. We have the micro SD card there, so you can swap them out. You're not going to run out of space, which is something that I always worried about with the Go 3S. It is 10 meters waterproof. So this part here is 10 meters waterproof. This is now splash proof. So you don't have to worry too much about this. It is now splash proof. This is waterproof. So if you are going underwater and say you're wondering about accessories, because Insta360, we know they all have the best accessories and they have tons and tons of accessories, and their accessories never, you know, end. What you're going to do is you're going to stick it in here, connect it to a, you know, a quarter 20 GoPro mount. It's called a GoPro mount, and you can now snorkel and do your stuff without the actual pod. So accessories are never ending. I'll get to those in a second. And we have a 2.5-inch flip screen touchscreen, which is massive and allows you to vlog. It allows you to see stuff from this side. It's big, it's useful, and it is much bigger than the Go 3S flip screen. And it just feels like much better quality. We also have USB-C on the side for charging, but if you want to charge this by itself, we actually have a USB-C cable that we can stick it on as an accessory, and you can charge it separately to the actual pod, which is really, really nice. You know, that's fantastic. So say if you lose your pod, you forget your pod, but you have that, you can still use this and just swap out cards and keep on filming till, well, forever, really. We also have the quick release at the bottom. So if we have a quick release, we're going to stick it on and it is now on. So it's like, we're saying magnetic quick release, but it's the magnet only helps you get it on, right? So magnet helps you get it on, but it's held in by clips. It's got two little quick release parts on the bottom, and then you pull it off, and that's that. And it's got, like, you know, the GoPro mount at the bottom, and it's really simple to use. And, you know, I do enjoy that system. You know, DJI uses it, GoPro uses it, Insta360 uses it. It's fast, it's easy, and there are tons of accessories using that system, including, you know, this part that holds it. It's got some nice rubber silicone here to make sure you don't scratch your camera. And we also have a brand new accessory here, which you can tie to basically anything, a handlebar, a banana, or a whatever you guys are going to tie it to. It's really nice and flexible. I love this. I think this is called the Flexi Mount. It is fantastic. Comes with two larger and smaller rubber kind of things. And when we come to the actual features of the Insta360 GO Ultra, we have 17 minutes on the actual camera. But if we put them together, we're going to have 200 minutes of runtime with the pod, which is a long time, 200 minutes. That's a lot of filming. And not only that, but the charging is ridiculously fast. And I mean, it is very, very fast. We're talking 0 to 80% in 12 minutes and the pod in 18 minutes. So charging, we have PD charging. It's very, very fast, and it'll get you up and running if you've run out for 200 minutes in, you know, well, 12 minutes. We have obviously the hands-free thing. Yeah? So we have something like this. If you want, you can actually, I'm not kidding, this stuff all works, right? So we have, I think, where is it? It's here. So we have this whole system. Did I put it on right? We have that system. We have the toddler. So this is like the Titan, yeah? You stick it in here. It's kind of rubber. And then you can get these really, really cool kind of POVs when you have it on the the cat clip. The hat clip. So this is really nice, and it's very durable. They do recommend using the Titan clip with a macro lens, which I don't have now, but when I get it, I'm going to try it on Oscar or Mia, let them run around, and we'll get a film out. It'll look cool. And they also have, obviously, ND filters. So we have an ND8, ND16, and ND32. If you want that beautiful looking, blurry, natural motion blur kind of footage. But this basically is my favorite thing for getting cool POVs. It's not like the old POV, the necklace, you know, the pendant. It actually spins. So if you've got a little bit of a bigger belly, you spin it around so it's facing down. If you've got another belly, you spin it around and it's facing up. You know, it depends how fat or thin you are. I'm a little bit fatter, so I spin it so it's looking down, and you get a nice POV. It's not like the old one where you have to stick on an actual another piece. No, this pendant is a little bit different because you spin it around and it's all attached together. So I love what Insta360 did with this, just incorporating it into one piece. If you feel like you're going to lose it, you get a nice little wrist strap, a little bit like Peak Design, you know, or other companies. We have little kind of adhesive patches like this, so you can stick it around your studio stuff and just stick it on and you can film. You know, that's pretty cool. And my fantastic, wonderful contact from Insta360 sent me this. I think she maybe thought it was going to be funny. What it is, I love it. You get two in a pack and you can stick it on just to be really cool. And you do get different ones. So custom skins, you get a whole load of different ones. They're a whole load of fun. So we have the magnetic mounting, we have the selfie screen, but we also have new audio. So we are now using a brand new AI algorithm to get noise reduction, but we can also connect it to the Insta360 Air, which is a fantastic tiny microphone system. But you can also connect it, believe it or not, to the DJI Mic Mini, DJI Mic 2, and what other mics DJI is probably coming out with. So they are now compatible, which is fantastic. And you can use it in horizontal and vertical. And so when you're taking off, horizontal is here, vertical is here. You just know where it is just by looking at this little LED here. And no doubt the coolest thing that they introduced in the Go Free series is Apple Find My. So if you've lost this and you have an Apple iPhone, an iPad, a MacBook, whatever, set it up. And it'll be like an AirTag. So if you have it in your luggage, if, I don't know, if someone's run away with it, you can find it, which is really cool. So just using Apple Find Me, you're going to connect it, it's going to come up with the Go Ultra, and you can find it anywhere it is, which is no doubt one of the coolest additions to Insta360. I love that they're working with Apple on this. Because it's so small, it's easy to lose. So having Apple Find Me on the Go Ultra as well is really, really great. But yeah. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Insta360 Go Ultra. It's a camera that I've been waiting for a long time, especially having pure video in the Go series. It just means that, you know, with a tiny little camera like this, which fits in your mouth, you can now have pure video. I mean, it is the tiniest camera out there that can do all of this. Any questions, any comments? Down below. If you did like my video, give me a like, subscribe, and, you know, ring that bell. Links down there. And yeah, gonna catch you on the next one.